Here's this guy right here, come on now. Alright. Try to bring it down, put it into the house. Straight up, overhead, get rock. World war running into, straight up to get it on. It's a time, fire, with the door. With my brothers to help, from the mission to it. From the warrior, pull them all the way from the grave. We don't go down with the thing, but they're brave. In the grave.
It's just synonymous with a big draw. People know in town, you know, you guys are like, you know, packing them in. People are coming out, everyone checking you out. What I'd like to know, your fans are just, you know, speaking of your crowd, you guys have got to have the most bizarre fans I've ever seen. I mean, you have, certainly the whole city of Malden comes out when you guys play, but I mean, what are some of the things that have happened with your fans at some of the shows? I mean, we've had some pretty crazy things happen.
Dean, do you want to elaborate on this one here?
Paul Bianelli,
yeah, we've had, you know, a few minor problems.
My favorite one was when that guy whacked some dude over the head with a ball. At a major club in town, and you know, the first show you got there, and some idiot cracked someone over the head. So that was a good impression.
Yeah, but that was a bum deal. That was definitely a bum.
You know what I find interesting is, like, you guys grew up in Malden in that area, and you know, most of the bands out that way were all like metalheads and you know, a lot of stuff like that. You guys kind of do more of a sort of a hip hop, hardcore, you know, street thing. How does a band from that area actually get into the type of music? How do you find 4 or 5 guys that actually play this, would do that stuff, you know? How did the band sort of get together?
Him and me was just, back in the day, just playing progressive stuff, and then the time changed, and
you played with hardcore bands at the Radix. You've been with metal bands, like you played with the Brats, who were on the show a couple months back, and you know, you play with alternative. It seems like, you know, whatever you guys get into, you guys can play with anybody.
I mean, I'll play with any kind of music. I dig everything, you know.
It's interesting.
I grew up playing, you know, classical piano. You know,
yeah, let's talk about the piano thing for a minute. I mean, here you guys, you're one of the hardest bands on the scene, and yet you come in there and you're doing this piano thing. What's up?
We try to keep the, you know, my roots have come back from, you know, I've been playing piano for my life, you know, so there's not a lot of room for keyboards and what we're doing, so we try to throw like a lot of abstract keyboards and kind of use sound, like a lot of pitch bending, a lot of just like weird sounds you wouldn't really hear, you know, not playing like a keyboard like strings and playing piano, so to say, but just having a keyboard on stage and hitting some weird sounds. And
you played all your life, did you?
You know what I'm saying? It came out.
How long have you played for? The piano thing?
It was 7, 8 years old.
Your parents must have been like thrilled that this is what you ended up doing, all the money they spent on pianos and stuff. Since you're going to be doing this stuff with it, they must be.
I hope so, you know. Hopefully it pays off.
That's cool. So you guys have been getting a lot of notoriety in town, getting your names and faces in a lot of magazines and newspapers and things like that. You've been featured in your hometown. You get some stuff featured in Soundcheck magazine. Get yourself a cover here. That was pretty cool. And you had some reviews in the pit. How'd you get yourself? This is pretty cool. Check this out. Hang on here. What is this? Wait a minute. Isn't this this is a bridge, Tobin Bridge? If anybody hasn't seen this. What are you guys, like hanging out there with Charles Stewart? What's this all about?
He didn't really jump.
Great.
Bandy pushed him, but...
Oh, terrific.
I'm not supposed to say that.
Where is this from? I know this angle. I've seen this before.
where we practice. We practice over in Chelsea. That's Admiral Hills.
Oh, that must be... Oh, wow. There we go.
On a winter day with snow on the ground.
Pretty cool. I'm down for that. Yeah, I mean, this is great. And you're wearing this stupid tank top. It's a winter day. Great. What's this all about, man? Where are the tats in this one? How long ago did you take this picture?
That was before the sleeves started.
Oh, we got to see the sleeves. Wait a minute. And we saw Nicky Stone's tattoos the last time he was on. I want to see some. Let's check out the black work here.
It's still not done. We got to get some more done.
Who are we plugging? Jim's Tattoo. Jim's Tattoo. Did my tribal piece.
There you go.
Good man, Jim.
That's cool. So you guys, you know, you've had some pretty good reviews, and how'd the whole soundtrack thing go?
Sounds like they went really well. Fox Mulder, I think the guy's name was, came up after our middle
Probably
show.
will be interviewing you next for The Noise. I hear you.
Yeah, he came up after our Middle East show, you know, had a few drinks. I did an interview. It's cool.
We got your CD here. Let's check out how this thing is doing.
Yeah,
this is pretty cool. Who did the design for this?
Wayne Moda.
Yeah.
Over at the graphic solution. I still owe him 50. I'll get it to you, Wayne.
Yeah, when's this going to be attached? Deal with this. I want to see this one. This would look pretty cool on something, man. Back piece. I hear you. This would be kind of cool. This would take like hours to do, wouldn't it? I hear you there. How's the sales been going? You guys are in like, where can we find the CD?
Power, Newbury, Strawberries coming up, possibly Sam Goodies. Jackson Malden's been helping us out big time, promoting a lot of gigs. So that's going good.
You got some airplay as well. Where have we heard you in the past?
Was that Fun X played us?
Sun Express, then
Yeah, played us a couple weeks ago.
That's cool.
A lot of people calling up requesting it.
Yeah, it's like, that must have been an interesting experience. What's it like hearing yourselves, like, do you stay up all night and you know it's coming, you know you're going to get it, so you just sit there all night and you just got to wait every song and listen to what's going on, and then you finally hear yourself. What was that like the first time you heard yourself?
When we first put the CDs in there, it was like every Sunday night, you just call, have tons of people call, sit by the radio, you know. And they played us like right off the bat too, which was cool, X and X. So, but now it's just like, you know, if they're going to play, they're going to play it. You know, you need some kind of push behind you, some kind of indie label at least, you know. Right now we're just supporting ourselves with the band, you know, with our gig money, trying to pay for our room. That's cool. So, but yeah, the airplay's going pretty cool. The playing us, it's going good.
So you're getting what you want out of that?
Yeah.
That's cool. Who did the CD for you? Where was it produced? Where'd you record?
We produced this with John West up at Metropolis. He engineered it, produced.
How long did that take you?
It was a couple months, a few months.
a long time. 6 months.
We kind of bled it out because the financially, I mean, you know, doing a CD yourself, full length, you know, not taking any shortcuts. It's gonna cost you big bucks, you know.
Well, hey, it looks like I'm getting a wrap-up sign, and we got to call it a night here. Just want to thank you guys coming out. John, Jamie, it's great having that Survival Wisdom. It's in the house. I hear you, man. That's right. We had that G thing going on. I want to thank the people of Alston for letting me film in their town and doing the show live from Rock City. You know, it was great. And hey, you know, tune in every month. And, you know, keep your kids coming. Hey, man, where are you going with Alston, man? What are you doing with Rock City?
Alston, man.
What's going on, man?
Come on out and play.
Hey, that's great, man. Yeah, that's just registered 6.0 on the Richter scale.
Passage in Alston, I love that place.
I hear you, man. All right, hey, thanks for coming, checking us out, tuning in. We'll have another show next month. Enjoy us. Hey, thanks again. Cut the music.